Hey everybody, it's Van Time with Chuck and Deb, and we have our first question that we're going to answer today about that little tweak that's going to make a world of difference in our evangelism. Okay, hon, we got a couple of comments or questions. What do we got?
The first is a comment by James McKnight that says, sharing the gospel is both and more. I love it, guys. It reminds me of the phrase we use sometimes, plant your flag up front.
Hey, thanks for the encouragement, Jim. Love you, brother. Keep pressing on. What's the question?
A. Duncan said, love this Van Time topic. Could you share a scenario of how you put this into practice? You meet someone for the first time and immediately share who Jesus is.
All right. We got some good ones here. So Deb and I do a lot of walking in our neighborhood, and we meet our neighbors while we're walking. So one of the things that we've tried to do is we tell them that we pray and we'd love to pray for them. And we've just written all their names on this 3x5 card as a reminder to pray for them, and we pray for them. But very quickly, either in the first or second time we see them, we share our story with them. So, hon, why don't you share your story so we can have an example of how short and succinct it is.
Okay, so my story starts off with, for a long time I tried to be perfect and do everything right, but I couldn't do that. I kept messing up and failing, so it left me feeling frustrated and super guilty. So one day I was talking to a friend about this, and they told me, well, no whoops, because God tells us in the Bible that everybody's messed up. But he did something about that. He sent his son Jesus down to the earth, who lived a perfect life and then voluntarily died on a cross, was buried, and rose again to forgive us from the things that we've done wrong if we ask him to. And that sounded like a great solution to me, so I went home, got on my knees, told God I was sorry, and asked Jesus to forgive me, and started following him as my king. And not only did I experience that forgiveness my friend talked about, but just the freedom from not having to live perfect on my own. So my question for you is, have you ever experienced or asked Jesus for forgiveness and made him your king?
Awesome. So there's 3 parts in the question. What are the 3 parts?
So the 3 parts are the before, the gospel, and then the after, and then the question.
And then you notice that Deb put a clear presentation of the gospel right in the middle of her story. If you didn't catch it, rewind, listen to that again. But then there's the question at the end. Why do we ask that question at the end?
Well, we've just told them our story and the gospel, and so we want to give them an opportunity to respond to what they've just heard.
Cool. And so here's how that plays out. So we've been doing that with our neighbors, 30 some odd neighbors that we've engaged, prayed for. We have their names. We love on them every time we see them. So last night I saw, I'm not going to use her real name, Rebecca, and her son, Chad. And so I said, hey, Rebecca, I've been praying for your husband, Bill. How's he doing? He's had that cancer. Oh, he's doing a lot better. And so I'm praying for her and for her son, her husband. She knows that, but she also knows my story, because as Roberta and this is another neighbor, Roberta and William, I'm trying to make up different names, Roberta and William walk by. Rebecca says, "Hey, did you hear Chuck's story?" And they said, "Yeah, we've heard his story." So our neighbors are telling our stories to our other neighbors whom we've already told our story. So it's very clear that we're the people in the neighborhood that follow Jesus and love our neighbors by praying for them. So that's a real practical example of how this works.
Every time we're talking with neighbors, it's not always going to be sharing the gospel every single time. I mean, other times we're talking about the weather and talking about their dogs and talking about whatever's happening in the neighborhood or, in the city. So, but the point is that they know where we're coming from. They know that they can come to us if they have issues. They know that we are followers of Jesus, and so that's not a mystery to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there's your example, and hopefully that's helpful. And if it is, pass this on to your friends. And if you have questions, we got our first question. Put it in the comments below. Hit subscribe if you want more videos. And until next time, keep making disciples until there's no place left. Headed to Japan tomorrow. Japan. We're excited. Not about the jet lag, but we're excited.